Hey guys, Brandon with JazzPokerCenter.com, and I'm so sorry. I've been MIA. My best friend got married last week in Las Vegas, so me and the wife went to Las Vegas for a week. Had a blast. Did a lot of firsts out there. It was fun. You know, I put eBay on vacation mode. Hid all my inventory on TCG Player. And even though the traffic is not that much on my website, I just want to be safe, and I went on and hid everything on my website as well. Because knowing my luck, I would have had some sales while I was in Vegas, and people would have thought I was scamming them. But anyway, so then I'll just be honest, I've just been lazy this week. I mean, I keep telling myself every day, I need to make YouTube videos, gotta make content, and I just haven't, so I apologize. I finally, yesterday, unhid my stuff on my website. I have been working on eBay a lot. I don't have another show for the rest of this month, so I only did a one-day show this month. But I do got 4 lined up for next month to make up for 4 shows and 3 weekends, so that's pretty good. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened. First of all, let's talk about the market, okay? Let's do that. I went to Vegas, and before I left Vegas, everybody was just talking about how hype it was, how everything was going to the moon. I mean, all the YouTube streamers and everything, just all talking about how crazy the market is. And I did good. I did not get on eBay, I did not get on YouTube once while I was in Las Vegas. You know, I completely unplugged. Didn't think about the business or nothing. Just sat down, played blackjack, hung out with the wife, hung out with my best friend, went ziplining, walked Fremont Street. You know, just relaxed. Literally had a relaxing time. And didn't think about YouTube none. And then I get back, and everybody and their mom was talking about the crash. The summer slowdown is now crashed, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? I can't go for 1 week without the market just dropping. Was it really me? Was I holding the market up? I mean, maybe that's why my back's been hurting so much, because I've been holding the market up. All I know is everything's been plummeting. So this week I started putting singles back on eBay, right? Sure enough, I mean, eBay cards are single shit. Sorry, I've had a long day today, if you can't tell. I cannot talk. Some of the singles I was putting on eBay were way less than what their stickers are. Which is what I priced them at, 2.5 weeks ago before that show? So, I don't know. I don't know, it's just... And I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm not worried, right? Because as I said, you know, all my stuff's paid for. It could crash tomorrow, and I'm not out of no money. Well, I mean, I'm out of the money I paid for, but I ain't got a credit card statement or a loan payment to make, you know? And my biggest thing is I don't have the capital. I don't have the money to capitalize on this. This, you know, while everybody's panic selling, and I'm seeing a lot of Facebook posts of people selling and everything, and I ain't got the capital for it. I got some money, but I'm saving up for the new Rayquaza set coming out next week in Japanese, so I can buy that for the next weekend show. And so yeah, I'm saving money for that. But like, man, I see why some people do have credit cards and do take out loans, because it is enticing, right? I mean, I got awesome credit. I haven't had check since I bought my house last year, and I'm debt free all but the house. So my credit score at the time was like a 760. I mean, but you know, I can go get a loan tomorrow if I need to. And I make good money. Wife makes good money, so I know we can go get a loan. And I get pre-approval for credit cards in the mail twice a week, it seems like. And I'm just like, man, if I had $5,000-$10,000, I could be making some major plays right now. Major for me, not major for some of y'all. I know y'all got more money than me. It is what it is. I don't care. because I'm growing at the speed of cash, but man, it's so enticing. The stuff you're seeing, and the market's just down on so much stuff. It's like, dude, I could eat it up. You know, this is when and I don't understand why everybody's selling. And I know, let me tell you, I do understand why some people are selling so they have cash for the 30th. I can get on board with that. I understand that. I plan on having some 30th stuff. Probably going to have to pay up for it, but I could definitely see that being the case. I'm getting ready to sneeze. If I make like weird faces, because I'm trying not to sneeze, but I'm getting ready to. I feel like, but so I can see that standpoint. But you're finding stuff in stores where the scalpers ain't scalping, which, I mean, thank God for that, right? I didn't go to Sam's this week because Sam's had the drop for the Ascended Heroes boxes. They were like $250 a box, and you could buy them for $50 at Sam's. And the lines in North Carolina I've seen, or Fayetteville, Raleigh, Gardner, I mean, just the lines are fucking ridiculous. And then people are so stupid. Now, before y'all say that, well, you know, the people who are buying it to open and for themselves, and they know that's the only way that they can get them cheap, hey, kudos to you. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I know that sucks, but I'm not calling y'all stupid. I'm calling the people who are stupid who dragged the grandparents out there when they all got their own membership, and then they're gonna try to get 2, 4, 6, 8 of them, and they're gonna spend, 18 hours waiting in line and shit to buy 2 boxes, and it's not worth, like, their time has to be worth more than that. Or maybe they just think so little, because I know my time is worth more than that. So I don't have any, just like I didn't get none of the Lucario Tyranitar prismatic box that was at Sam's last year. But you know what? I went to a card show and I bought them there at $95 a piece. And I bought them up, and now I'm selling them at $200 a piece. And so I will go to a show next weekend. Pretty sure somebody's going to have them. Somebody's going to walk in with selling some. And I plan on buying some of those next week. And I will pay way more than $50. But I will make way more money on the end. And that is worth my time. That is worth it. I mean, even if I didn't have a full-time job, Brandon's not getting up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to go sit at fucking Sam's. He's not going to go get up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to go sit at Target to get a limit of 2. It's not worth your time. I don't see why anybody would do this unless you're physically opening it up yourself and want to enjoy it, and this is the only way you can get it cheap. Then, I can understand. But from a business standpoint, all the scalpers and everything, they're just retarded. I mean, that's is what it is. I mean, excuse my language, but I don't see how anybody could do that. But I do have a lot of singles now. I got a lot of high-end singles. High-end for me, like $300-$400 worth. I bought 5 slabs at the last show, trying to get my slab inventory up, and I got it where I like selling slabs on eBay. Because, a PSA 9 or PSA 10 is a PSA 10. It's not this one has a little whiting on it, it's light plate. You're like, bitch, a little white speck does not make it light plate. Dude, people, oh my God, change up. Man, people get on my nerves with that shit. Talking about 1 or 2 white specks, and now they want it for light plate. Cannot stand that. Near mint is not a PSA 10. I wish y'all would get that through your head. And it is what it is. So, listening to Brian at Pokey&E, I listened to DJ Pokey Center this week. Both of them made videos about just making content and getting out there. So here I am making content again. I don't know when I have time other than when I'm in the car, right? So, it is what it is. But you gotta make time, you really do. I mean, I'm doing so good at vending. I feel like I'm on a lot of promoters' good sides. I try to be on their good sides. I try to help promote their shows when I'm going. and I make really good money vending. Just straight up, that's my bread and butter. I make okay money on eBay. I could make a lot more on eBay if I put more into it. If I quit my job tomorrow, I could triple, quadruple my eBay, I feel like, overnight. Right? I would just start putting everything up there. I would be doing more shows, so it's got to the point, like, what do you do? Because you got to have family life balance. I do have 3 kids and a wife that I love more than anybody else in this world. Family's a very big deal for me, especially my immediate family, the wife and the 3 kids. Everybody else is, on their own, like in the outer circle. Still love like everybody. Still love my dad. Still one of my best friends, but at the end of the day, my wife is my wife type of thing. But that's just, so I want to spend time with them. I want to be able to go to the beach when we don't go to the beach nearly enough. But at the same time, I'm trying to grow this business on the flip side, right? And so that is my internal battle right now, is to make content for y'all. Try to get a following, try to make a connection, get y'all to listen to me, weekly at least. But I gotta make the content for you to listen to. So then you start to trust. So then you'll go to the website. It might help me out, might not. But just to have the feedback back and forth. And then at the same time, I'm trying to do shows. That's an all-day thing. If you do a one-day show, it's an all-day thing. Actually, it's 2 days, because you guys spend the whole day before pricing stuff. And then, I got eBay. So then you gotta load up stuff on eBay and pack orders and ship. And you got the website you're throwing stuff on. And then you gotta buy stuff. So and I don't have a distributor. I do buy a lot of my stuff online and get it shipped to me. But like, gotta go to all these different websites. See who has the best price this week. See who gets my money. Because money's, it's finite. It's not unlimited. So I have to, what am I buying this week? Am I going to buy Senate Heroes, or am I going to buy Japanese Mega Dream? It would be a Senate Heroes. But I'm just saying, what am I spending my money on this week? Do I get 1 case of Senate Heroes ETBs, or do I get 2 cases of Prismatic Evolution ETBs? So that's a constant battle. And then TCG player, and then my full-time job. It's just, I don't know, man. I need like 28 hours in a day. And I'm really just getting up here ranting and complaining and making excuses why I haven't made a YouTube video in a week and a half. But I don't know, the market's down. Summer slow down. I love it for the fact that everything's kind of on sale right now. If you're not buying, you should be buying. I've said in multiple videos, and I'll say it again, go where people aren't. A lot of people are selling right now. I would buy. I think it's all going to go back up when the 30th comes out. And I would buy, just like I went to Chinese cars, because no vendors around me were really selling Chinese cars. I've made some good money on Chinese cars. I sell Japanese cars, because a lot of vendors around me don't sell Japanese cars. I make good money on Japanese cars. I actually make more money percentage-wise on my Chinese and Japanese than I do on most of my English. It's because English is so hard to get, and again, I go where other people ain't. So I get the booster boxes and different ETBs that nobody has, and I make very little money on, and vendors, they know I have the good shit. They can make little money on, but they want me to go scalpel. And then, like that one guy, well, would you sell me what you got in it? The fuck you mean I'll sell it to you for what I got in it? That's some asinine shit right there. But so just if you're doing this, if you're vending, just know everybody and their mama is vending right now. Since I've started, I've seen so many vendors come and go. I have been doing this for a year and a half now, almost a year and a half. And you got a lot of vendors who are the same, but you also have a lot of new vendors that are coming on the scene. Matter of fact, some of my personal friends have started vending, and they even got my cousin's husband. He's told me that he's thinking about starting to vend One Piece, to which I think that's pretty good. Because you don't see a lot of One Piece vendors. You'll see one or two, and they're killing it because they're the only ones. You know, they ain't got 100 Pokemon tables they're competing against. They're just competing against each other. So I understand why, but yeah, I think that's a good idea. Like I got Zachary and Corey. They do the Neos and Squishies and stuff, and their table looks different. Oh, got a call. Nah. Their table looks different than any other table at a show. Honestly, at the last show we were at, and this ain't me bad talking y'all if y'all watching. They say they watch my videos, so if you do, love y'all. Peace. You know, but I had somebody come up to me, and I bought over 100 packs of Silver Tempest, Scarlet Violet base, God, what I don't know, a couple other sets. I mean, it was like older sets that's done cycled out, and I mean, I checked them and everything. They all look legit. I opened up one random one. You know, everything looked good on them, and I mean, I'm gonna sell them. The Silver Tempest, Scarlet Violet base, I'm out of. Silver Tempest, I'm out of. And I want to say it was another Sword Shield one, and then something else. I cannot remember. I'm sorry, guys. But, you know, I showed it to them, and I think Corey was like, dude, how'd you get those? Like, guy brought it up to me. He's like, nobody ever brings me stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but I have a lot of loose packs. You know, I have 18 packs in my pack dispenser. Just like I have a lot of sealed. You know, I've made in comments in other videos that other vendors call me the Sealed King, which they all have sealed, but most of them have collection boxes, or the newest set that's being scalped, where I have older ETBs and booster boxes. Nobody has booster boxes at shows, you know? And so people in turn bring me their sealed to buy because I already have sealed. And so it's like I was telling him, like, well, I already have loose packs, so I guess he brought it to me, but I walked by their table, and honestly, I didn't even notice the Pokemon cards on their table. I noticed the Neos. They have the squishy Neos. They're selling the horse piss out of them. I cannot tell you how many kids I see come by my table with a Neo. Yeah, and I know it has to be from them because they're the only ones there with it. I mean, they definitely got a little niche going on. They're definitely hitting that toy string, you know, latest fad, which is awesome because make your money while you can. Hope it lasts as long. No other vendors are catching on. They got their own little niche. I mean, but I also noticed the pops. I haven't noticed anybody walking around with pops. I don't know if pops are really worth it, honestly. But yeah, I didn't notice no Pokemon on their table. And me, as I was walking around in the show, and maybe they had it put up, I don't know. They could have had it put up. I know they still have their Neos and their Pops out. But, you know, it was getting closer to the end of the show, though, so I don't know. I could just be wrong, but they don't look like a Pokemon vendor. You know, they look more like a toy vendor, which is fine, because we need that at the shows, right? And like I said, they are selling the horse piss out of these Neos and these butter squishies and these dumplings. Yes, the dumplings. And I mean, my wife's bought a bunch of them from, you know. So it is what it is, and I love it for them. But if they want to, hey, let me talk to y'all. If you want to get more Pokemon stuff, I feel like you have to get more Pokemon stuff. You know, so, because I do get a lot of people coming to me Oh, I see you got this. Would you be interested in more? Oh, I see you have these. Would you be interested in more? And so I feel like, and I haven't really followed that until I was thinking about it now. But it's, of course, I'm trying to think of stuff to talk about, right? And this is going on 20 minutes. I'm sorry if you're still here. Thank you. But so if you want more packs, if you want more sealed, you have to buy more packs and more sealed. Because I do get that a lot at the shows. Oh, I see you have these. Are you interested in these? You see what I'm saying? And I mean, sometimes I turn it down because, again, it goes back to the finite amount of money I have. Sometimes I turn it down and it's, well, I can't because I'm trying to save up money for this, or I can't because I need money for this, or I can't because I already got that. But sometimes it's, oh shit, yeah, I'll take those. Especially the Silver Tempest, Scarlet Violet Base, and the other packs that I bought that were out of circulation. You know, those trump a lot of the newer things, because in my mind it goes, again, these ain't getting reprinted, so they're getting less and less in the market. And B, go where other people ain't. Like I say, you know, live by what I preach by. Everybody's chasing the new stuff. Everybody's selling the new collections things. I'm buying Pokemon Go ETBs. I'm buying City in Flames ETBs. I bought a Champions Path ETB. You know, I'm buying the older Crown Zenith collection boxes. You know, I mean, I'm buying the stuff that nobody has, which I feel like is making me stick out. I'm trying to get into the slab game, because I have none. I had 5. I bought 5 at the last show, and I sold all 5 of them at that same show. Had a guy. He was really cool. He sells somewhere, I don't know, but he has his own Instagram and stuff. And he was looking for all slabs under $175, and he priced them out. Which I had just picked them up that day, so I priced them out. And between the 4 slabs that were under $175, we were $5 off on market price. And I feel like that's pretty fair. You know, I'm sure I rounded up, because why are you not going to round up? Anyway, he was like 85%, and I thought about him. Could have said no, and maybe sold them for a little more, but I had bought those to sell on eBay. eBay takes 13.5%. Plus, I promote at 2%. So that's going to be 15.5% eBay takes, which is 84.5%. So I picked these up that same day. I'm going to turn around and sell them for that same day and make half a percent more than what I would have made on eBay. And ain't got to worry about them getting lost in the mail or any like negative feedback or stupid stuff like that. So yeah, 100%. That guy made a fair offer, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely down for that. Flipping. Same thing, the card I bought was the Umbreon Darkrai Tag Team card, the big one. It was Japanese, PSA 10. $600 was the last sold on it. I had it marked at $600. A guy wanted to pay for it cash, a vendor at the end of the show. Well, he wanted to pay for it. I told him the least I would do, and I did 85% of $600. I think it was like $510. And I was like, that's the least I can do. And I was like, but it has to be cash. And he didn't have cash, but then he had another vendor buddy, so he Zelle, because I don't have Zelle. He Zelled that guy $510, and that guy gave him $510 cash for me. So, you know, I sold all my slabs that same show. It was great. So yeah, I'm still sticking to the go where other people ain't. I'm trying to get to the slab game. They seem to still be hot, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how this week is with slabs, because I don't have no slabs to sell. Maybe they're coming down to shit if I know. Anyway, I've rambled on enough for today. That's all I got. I got my product back up at jazzpokecenter.com. I plan on putting Chinese Gem Mint 4 and Gem Mint 5 boxes on the website. The Gem Volume 5 has been selling really well. Everybody wants that Captain Pikachu. It's actually going up. In the last 3 weeks, it's gone up. I think it's going up $75 a case. I mean, it's moving up. So Anyway, that's all I got. Bye.